Hello and welcome back to Off the Post. In today's episode, I'll be discussing how West Ham have boosted their survival chances. But before that, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated, and it goes a long way to help me build a small community on my channel. Okay, we've recently just hit 289 subscribers. I just want to say a massive thank you for the recent support on our most recent episodes, all with the likes and the comments on social media as well. Definitely going to notice. And yeah, let's get straight into the episode, shall we? West Ham beat Sunderland 3-1 on Saturday afternoon, and what an absolute perfect performance from the whole West Ham side. Okay, they needed this win to boost their survival chances, and they've done it. They're only 2 points off Nottingham Forest in 17th place. Okay, and they needed it to get back to winning ways, didn't they? And for me, getting back-to-back wins, beating the Spurs last week 2-1, I think it was, and beating Sunderland 3-1. Absolutely amazing because they're only 2 points off now, getting out of the relegation zones, and I think they could definitely do it. You know what I mean? Nottingham Forest, if we just talk about them later on in the video, but just quickly, okay, for me, they haven't really done that well either, have they? Under Sean Dyche, it's been looking a little bit embarrassing as well. But anyways, let's talk about West Ham. Let's talk about the Hammers' performance because they scored 3 goals in the first 45 minutes, and they absolutely, dismantled that Sunderland side. You got to think to yourself, at the start of the season, you got to be picking up points against these, newly promoted sides, and, Sunderland, one of those teams, you probably thought to yourself, you should be getting 3 points against. But, they've been absolutely amazing this season, haven't they, Sunderland? And it was so easy for West Ham to sort of, get those 3 points. Absolutely dismantled that brilliant Sunderland side. So let's get into it, okay? Obviously, Noah Sadiq had that fantastic shot from outside the box very early on in the game, testing the West Ham goalkeeper, but he just powers it out for a, Sunderland corner, but nothing comes off that. Anyways, let's talk about the first goal of the game, okay? Scored from Summerville in the 14th minute. Nice little delivery from Jared Bowen on the right hand side. Skips past his man, cuts it into the box, okay? Nice little cross straight onto Summerville's head, and he just smashes it straight past Robin Roof, okay? For me, you know what I mean? Summerville, I really like this guy. Don't get me wrong, you know, he didn't really come in and light it up in the Premier League straight away, has he? But I feel like this season he's starting to find his form, find his feet in the Premier League, and really cool. The London Stadium is home for the Hammers, for West Ham. He's scored some vital goals this season, hasn't he? In their relegation battle, in their relegation push to climb up the table and to potentially get out of those relegation zones. I really do like Somerville on that left hand side. For me, West Ham, they've sort of had to sell some of their players like Mohamed Kudus, like some other players as well, sort of got out the door, and you got to think to yourself, maybe they're in a transition. They've lost some of their best players, Mohamed Kudus, Declan Rice, and for me now, I really do see that attack thriving, and Jared Bowen has been at the heart of that attack as well. And can they potentially survive in this Premier League season? Hopefully they can, because West Ham are too good of a team to go down, aren't they? For me, Jared Bowen is the star quality of that team. He has been for so many years, and he proved it again in this game, getting a goal and assist because he scored the second goal of the game, didn't he? Nice little penalty, of course, for me. Let's just talk about that decision because the Sunderland right back, I think it was is his name Trey Hume, I'm pretty sure. A little bit of a weird decision just to leave your leg out, a little bit clumsy if you like, from the Sunderland right back. I don't think he should have left his leg out. I think he should just let the West Ham defenders sort of just drive past him and let the other Sunderland defenders sort of just try and put a block in for his shot, if you like. But I don't know why he made the decision to leave his foot out there because it just wasn't the right call, was it? And Jared Bowen, easy as you like, cool as you like, calm as you like, scores the second goal of the game straight past Robin Roofs again. And for me, this game was probably one to forget for the Dutch goalkeeper, wasn't it? Conceding 3 goals, it's not one you could probably say you probably name. It's probably not one you could target at the Dutch goalkeeper this season, conceding so many goals, because Sunderland this season have been so impressive, but West Ham absolutely rolled past them with absolute ease, didn't they? But anyways, Jared Bowen getting a goal and assist was absolutely vital for West Ham's season. Hopefully now they'll give him the confidence booster to carry on for the end of the season, for the rest of the season, to fire up the league, because we know what Jared Bowen can do. He's a 20-goal season striker, right winger if you like. He can do it all for Nuno Espirito Santo. That's what he needs. That's what the manager desperately needs from Jared Bowen for the rest of the season to help fire him out of the relegation zones, okay? With the likes of Jared Bowen, Summerville, Callum Wilson, Fernandes, they've got more than enough attacking quality to get them out of the relegation zones. I truly do believe that. And for me, let's talk about the third goal quickly, okay? From Mateus Fernandes. Absolute wonder strike outside the box. I want to say, 30, 35 yards, okay? Outside the box, smashes it, top bins. Absolutely brilliant. Best goal of the game, best goal of the weekend. I don't even care. Honestly, fantastic. Okay, West Ham for me this game week have been an absolute shining light and a revelation for me. I think this is the turning point in West Ham's season. I think they're going to get out of the relegation zones. I truly do believe that. Let me know in the comments down below, West Ham fans. Do you think you're going to get out of the relegation zones now? Is this win going to spur you on, potentially get you out of the relegation zones? Do you have enough in those forward lines, in those midfielders, in those defenders to galvanise your team and get out of the relegation zones? I really do think that. But yeah, for me, it was 3-0 at half time, okay? The third goal was scored in the 42nd minute, and going into half time, it was pretty much game over for Sunderland, wasn't it? They was not going to get back. They were not going to, score 3 goals. I just couldn't see it in this game. For me, I just don't know what it was about Sunderland's performance. They were just rolled over so easily, And when you look at the stats, Sunderland did have some good possession, didn't they? They had some good attacking moments, but I think West Ham were much more clinical in this game, weren't they? West Ham had 12 shots compared to Sunderland's 7. They had 47% possession compared to Sunderland's 53%. So even though West Ham were probably aiming, they probably were scoring counter-attacking goals, if you like. Sunderland, even though they dominated the ball, they just couldn't do anything with it, and it was just a summary of their performance, if you like. Unfortunately for them, they just didn't have the finishing touch. However, one player that did have the finishing touch was Brian Brobby, because he did get a consolation goal, if you like. Okay, nice little cross into the box from the right hand side off the pitch. Brian Brobby was in acres of space in the box. Okay, the defenders were nowhere near him, and he just heads it home straight past Ariola in there. Okay, for me, this goal was way too easy, and I've said it time and time again this season. I really do like Brian Brobby, and he's starting to score regular goals, isn't he? For me, I do truly like him. Again, I think this performance, you just have to put it out the back of your minds for Sunderland fans, aren't you? Because it was absolutely unforgettable. You can't be losing to West Ham like this, especially when they're in the relegation zones. Don't get me wrong, they do have some dangerous players, West Ham, but they've been absolutely deflated the whole season. They've been absolutely abysmal, haven't they? So you probably would have thought yourself going into this game, Sunderland would be favourites, but for whatever reason, West Ham. I think that win from last week, beating Spurs, was absolutely amazing for their confidence, and maybe they can go on a run now. Hopefully they can, because let's see who they've got in their next fixtures. Okay, for West Ham, in their next fixtures they've got Chelsea, so that's a hard game, isn't it? But then they've got Burnley, they've got Manchester United, and then they've got Burton in the FA Cup. So I want to say, 2 out of those next 4 games are very tricky in Chelsea and Man United, so it is very good. Like, they've got 2 wins on the board against Spurs and against Sunderland in these last 2 game weeks. For me, the Hammers, I reckon I reckon they'll be fine now. I could see 1 out of Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, and Crystal Palace getting drawn down in there. Okay, for me, if Crystal Palace lose Mateta and they've already lost Margehi, I would watch out for them to potentially get relegated. I'm just throwing it out there as a shout. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Just because their team is going to be absolutely distraught. Okay, losing potentially 2 of their best players, 1 at the moment, obviously, and losing their manager at the end of the season. Oliver Glasner, why not just sack him now? He doesn't want to be there. You can just tell he wants to get sacked. That's just my personal opinion. What you're saying in the media in the last couple of days is a bit weird. But anyways, for me, Nottingham Forest, they're only 2 points above West Ham, aren't they? And they're not looking great either, are they? Nottingham Forest this season. So you just have to watch out for them. I think Leeds will be fine. But yeah, let's just end the video with some questions, okay? How would you feel about Hammers, boosting their survival chances in the Premier League. Do you think they are going to get relegated still, or are these last 2 wins given the confidence booster like they're much needed to climb up the table, if you like? How do you feel about who are the players to get you those wins? Is it Jared Bowen? Is it Summerville? Is it Mateus Fernandes? Is it Paqueta? If he stays, or if he leaves it in the January transfer window, because our rumours as well he's going to be leaving. You know, it is a bit of a tricky one as well. How do you feel about Sunderland's this performance? What went wrong for Sunderland in this game? And just a quick note as well. How would you feel about Adrian Traore coming in for West Ham? How do you feel about him potentially getting re-signed from Nuno Espirito Santo? I feel like he's just going on the merry-go-round, isn't he? Adrian Traore for the manager, the Portuguese manager. He's been at Wolves. I want to say he's been at Nottingham Forest on loan maybe as well. I'm not too sure, but he's re-signed anyway for his side here at West Ham, and I don't know why. Adama Traore he's a good fast winger, but like I say, he doesn't really have that many assets to his game, does he? Adama Traore for me, anyways. So I'm not too sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about that. How would you feel about Sunderland as well? It's a bit of a weird performance, but yeah. Before that, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. It goes along with helping me build a small community on my channel. I really do appreciate all the support. We've got 289 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. 11 away from 300. Let's go and do it. Let's go smash our target, okay? And yeah, I really do hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.